All right, so in this video, I'm going to discuss an interesting passport or a citizenship that you can obtain for almost free, structuring some funds. A lot of people want to diversify their funds out of their home country so that it's in a safe location, and that can lead to a citizenship, the fastest citizenship, natural citizenship, in my opinion. Before we jump into what this country is and how you can obtain this in less than 2 years, up to 2 years, I should say. In certain cases, you can get it as early as 6 months, exceptional circumstances. But normally, let's say you want to get something in 2 years, apply in 2 years, then this is the option. The other interesting thing about this option is that the residency is flexible. A lot of people come up with this big question is, what is something flexible? I don't have the time to commit too heavily at this time. What can get me citizenship? Now, before we deep dive into this, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then make sure to turn on the bell notification and subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest developments within the RCBI domain. When you are investing or wasting, right? And for some people, it's good investments. For some people, it's complete waste of money. In my opinion, I feel it's somewhat of a waste of money if you're choosing the wrong product. So when you're putting in, let's say 250K, you're purchasing a passport. Let's say you're doing a St. Kitts and Nevis citizenship. You put in 250K, you donate that money is gone, and you get this passport. Now, if there are visa terminations or revocations, and a lot of Western governments are heavily scrutinizing and cracking down on some of these options. Now, I'm not specifically saying that SKN has threat of losing access, because they obviously agreed to the EU demands. They've bumped up the price. They've agreed to all Western principles. So for now, they look to be safe. But let's say the other CBI products, you're shelling out 100K, 150K, or whatever the amount is, the money is gone. The second big issue that it creates is the reputational harm, right? Some of these items are utilized in the past by criminals. They have a complete dubious, shady past with how they have processed certain applications. And I'm not singling out a particular product. Some products are good, and that's fine. But some of the whole reputation, right? The CBI reputation, who purchases these passports and for what purposes? So there's always that headache. And if you're a clean guy, if you're someone with a high reputation, your passport portfolio is beautiful, you have some high quality products in your passport portfolio, when you're purchasing some of these items, yes, there's lots of money. Someone who is a billionaire doesn't care, right? Doesn't care about shelling out 100K, 200K, 300K in purchasing a passport. But the reputational issue bothers a lot of people. And this is not an investment advice. This is my personal opinion and feeling about some of these products. So when you add a completely dubious item in your portfolio, let's say just because of that you get flagged, then whatever else you have in your portfolio, everything is diluted because of this one bad apple, right? It rots the whole pack. And as I said, not specifically referring to any particular citizenship. Now, the passport that I'm talking about is investing 200K, right? Yeah, there are other great ways of qualifying for this for free, but for a normal investor, for a general investor who wants the quick and easy approach, so 200K in business investments, and you can structure these investments the way you like. And talking about the country of Dominican Republic. Now, a lot of you might jump up saying, hey, it's a weak passport, it's a bad country, and whatever you want to think about it, it's not Dominica. Okay, it's not the CBI country. It doesn't have a CBI reputation. I'm not criticizing Dominica. It's a great country and a good product. But I'm saying this is Dominican Republic. This is a natural option. And when you're investing 200K, it's your monies, right? It's your business. You're diversifying funds outside. A lot of people want that. A lot of people don't want to park money on their name in any other country. They want to have a business set up correctly. They want to diversify the funds, move the funds. So 200K, you move into your business investments, and then you can apply for permanent residency. The attorneys, and we work with a couple of great attorneys in Dominican Republic. The attorneys structure the investments as per the requirements, and then you qualify for permanent residency. Now, this permanent residency is flexible. You can renew this every 4 years if you want. If you want to apply for citizenship, the earliest that you can apply is 2 years. Now, there is flexibility, as I said, with the residency requirements. Now, towards the citizenship, they do want connections to the country. So, in that sense, towards the end, you can structure your residency so that you qualify, right? You create some physical presence that is required by immigration, right? And you got to do this carefully. And once you start the process, the attorneys can have a detailed conversation with you, because this is not legal advice. This is educational content. Some of the big advantages of this passport is that you have access to some very crazy list of countries. You have access to Brazil, which is a big one for a lot of people. You have Russia, China, pretty exotic, crazy countries. Russia, maybe, some people still love the access, and some people don't. But you have some very interesting advantages. Your Western passports don't have all of these things. Now, the other big issue with a lot of people is that they feel the passport doesn't have access. Now, you don't use access to create bank accounts. You don't use access to diversify your portfolio. Access means literally nothing to a lot of people. When you're talking about utilizing a Plan B passport, a Plan B citizenship, you want to set up residency. So when you pair a residency with a passport, that is exactly what you want. You can't have a diversification of protection based on visa-free access. That's exactly you don't want. So once you have this interesting gem of a passport, good solid citizenship, you can always pair this with the correct residency for whatever you're trying to accomplish. And that is exactly how it works. Now, if you are interested in starting the Dominican Republic program, you can always click the link in the description. We can have a discussion. What is the best residency you would like to pair with the Dominican Republic option? Get started. Lock in your option. It functions just like Mexico. This is much faster, and it has a very interesting passport. And in my opinion, this is one of the best options that one can consider. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subbed, and catch you in the next one.